Spring it on with 40 to 70% off almost everything at Gap Factory and gapfactory.com. Matching styles for the family are on sale too. Shop it all through April 12th.
Well, before we get started today, this episode is brought to you by Charger Bolt Family, an amazing group that is helping out Chargers fans all over the country and the world get all of their memorabilia from all of their favorite players on this Chargers team, whether it is Justin Herbert, Dan Fouts, Kenneth Murray, Derwin James, you name it, Jake. Anyone that the Chargers have on their team, Charger Bolt Family is working on getting memorabilia signed. They have all kinds of giveaways. They've got raffles. Check them out on Facebook, Charger Bolt Family. They're also on Instagram as well. Jake, if you had to get one memorabilia signed from one Charger, current or past, who would it be?
You know, I don't have anything signed from LT. I have a football signed by Phillip Rivers. I always wanted to get something signed by Antonio Gates. Unfortunately, I still remember the closest I got to getting LT signing something was LT, and it was the first year that, what was it? It was years ago at training camp, but it was right after practice was done. LT was making a beeline toward the fans, and literally just so happened to be right where I was standing. And of course, the floods and floods and floods of people just somehow just dramatically, naturally just kind of shift your position a little bit. And then I slowly just watched LT just veer to the right, veer to the right, veer to the right. And then it just kept going that direction. And I was never able to get something. So yeah, it'd probably be LT.
LT. Well, actually, they just had a signing with LT. So he will probably be coming again soon. So maybe when we get him, I will let you know, Jake. But you'll know before me, most likely. Folks who are looking for memorabilia for the Chargers, check them out. Charger Bolt Family on Facebook and on Instagram. Tell them that Dan and Jake sent you from Chargers Unleashed. Tell Ken we said hello. Charger Bolt Family, they're incredible. Check them out. Awesome group for Chargers community worldwide. Welcome to another episode of Chargers Unleashed. You can find us on Twitter at LAC_Unleashed. You can also find us on Facebook, on Instagram. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube as well. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. You picked a great episode to start as we have the newest member of the Los Angeles Chargers and a special guest, the pride of Gainesville, Florida, former Blue Devil and an absolute game wrecker. You can find him on Twitch. You can find him on Twitter at ChrisR_II. The fourth round pick for the Los Angeles Chargers. The diamond in the Rumph himself. Mr. Chris Rumph, ladies and gentlemen. Chris, thank you for coming on to Chargers Unleashed. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm enjoying LA, the sunshine, the trees and all that. So I can't complain. I'm in a great place.
There you go. Hey, first off, congratulations to you on signing your contract this week. Question, what was going through your mind? Take us into your headset for a sec. What was going through your mind as you were putting pen to paper on that contract?
Oh, man. Just, a lot of hard work and dedication and, just to have that moment to where at the scribble of a pen, your life has changed. Let's be honest. I'm very blessed and fortunate to be in this position, to be with the Chargers and then officially sign my contract and, be a part of the team. So it was exciting. It was more, now the hard work starts. We're trying to get to a Super Bowl, like I mentioned in my video, SoFi Stadium. So that's the goal.
SoFi. I love that. Okay, so we're going to talk about all kinds of stuff today. We're going to go into the coaching staff, maybe a little bit about your background, rookie minicamp so far, this Chargers defense. But first, let's just go back to your draft day for a sec. Yeah. You're sitting there, day 3 starts. What was it like hearing your name called by the Chargers? Take us into your world that day. What was a food spread? Who was with you? What was going through your mind? What was that day like for you?
Yeah, that day was it was definitely something I'll never forget. I remember waking up. That day the draft started early, so we know we're getting out of the way early instead of waiting until 6, 7 at night for the draft to start. So that was good. So I woke up, had my phone set up, got some breakfast. So once it started, I was just had my phone. I was actually playing Candy Crush because I was trying to keep my mind off of it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I played Candy Crush and then I put it down. I was like, you know what? I'm trying to get my mind off it. And then I got a phone call. I saw California. I was like, well, here we go. So I answered it. I ran downstairs. That way, my family and everybody, can hear me on the phone. Start taking the videos. And I mean, just hearing, Tom Telesco and then Brandon Staley's voice, telling me, congratulations, you're going to be a Charger. And it was a surreal feeling. Honestly, I can't put it into words, but I was very blessed, to be able to be, the 118th pick by the Chargers. So that was it.
I love it. I love it. What has the process been for you since you've been drafted? Like you get the call, I'm assuming you did all kinds of Zoom calls and stuff. Like how have you acclimated so far to camp, maybe your teammates and your coaches so far?
Yeah, once you get the phone call, you get like a week in preparation before you have to fly out here for rookie minicamp. And, once I landed, they've been nothing but gracious and good hosts and trying to get me comfortable, with a new organization. I can't, it's a testament to Coach Brandon Staley about, the people that he has inside the office. I mean, everybody made sure I was comfortable. It didn't take me long to get, acclimated to everybody. Teammates are real cool. The vets, I can ask them anything, they're open. So, I mean, this organization, what the Spanos have built is like none other. Because I have a little insight, what some other NFL front offices and organizations look like. But, I can tell this one's different because, it's definitely a family feel. And, I'm honored to be in, a Charger at the end of the day.
I love hearing that. And honestly, leading up to the draft, my co-host Jake Hefner and I, we had done our homework on a ton of draft prospects. And several of our previous episodes were dedicated to the specific positions of need for this Chargers team. Mm-hmm. Your name came up a lot when we were talking about the edge class and the defensive line class. We've got film from my wife who filmed my reaction when we actually picked you that day. And during our kind of lead up, I had said that you were actually a possible diamond in the rough. And then, of course, it came up with the term diamond in the Rumph. Now, you got to use that one. So I guess the question for those who do not know your game, how would you describe your game? And how do you think that fits with what this Chargers defense is looking to accomplish with Brandon Staley at the helm?
Yeah, definitely. My game, starts off with passion and love for it. I don't really play it, for the money or, for the fame or anything. I play it because I love, what this game has taught me. And it's a fun game. I've grown up around it. It's in my DNA. I got a lot of family members who play this game at a high level. So that's one thing I know is going to translate really well with the coaching staff and especially Coach Brandon Staley is that everybody's in here to win. And everybody comes here with the same energy that they came in with the day before. There's no drop off or any switching of character. So with that and then. Just playing, till the whistle's blown, and making sure, I'm always running to the ball, trying to make a play or impact any way I can. So that goes along with the versatility of this defense that we have. We got a lot of vets, I can learn under, especially Joey, Uchenna, those two guys, I'm definitely going to pick their brains about, pass rushing. So I'm excited to learn after them and continue to, get acclimated to the NFL.
Now you mentioned you have a lot of history, and your father actually played linebacker in college, and then, of course, coached in college before entering the NFL. Now he was the linebackers coach for the Texans, now DL coach for the Bears. He knows a thing or two about playing defense, probably taught you some things. What are some of the bigger techniques or maybe lessons that your father taught you growing up that I think that you might be using the most in the NFL?
Yeah, definitely. I know one lesson he's taught me, since I was a little baby growing up. I'm a leader, not a follower. So I think that goes along with me being myself and not trying to conform to my environment. I'm in LA, but I grew up in the South, so I'm bringing a little bit of southern hospitality out here. But a lot of other things, just playing it, 100%. Every time I touch that field, it's a blessing. To be able to do what I do as a job. So I definitely don't take that for granted and just giving it my all in anything that I do.
And you mentioned right there, kind of giving it your all. We've heard from your teammates that you've been bringing the most energy in practice. Tell us about maybe your mindset and how you approach the game day by day.
Yeah, I just take it as a new day. It's another opportunity to get better. And once you kind of look at it that way, it's easy to bring the energy because anything you messed up the day before, boom, you got another opportunity to improve it. Injuries happen, so I'm a healthy, so I can't really complain. So the only thing I can do is go out there and try to boost my teammates, try to get them better as well as myself.
We are talking to Chris Rumph, your newest Los Angeles Chargers defensive end. Now you'll be lining up you'll be lining up on the same line as Joey Bosa, Linval Joseph, Jerry Tillery, Chenna Nwosu. You mentioned that before. Have you gotten a chance to talk with any of the guys? What's the camaraderie like with the D-line group so far?
Oh yeah, I haven't gotten to talk with the inside as much as the outside guys, but Joey, definitely Uchenna, Jesse. We just picked up Connor. He's a big help too. So all those guys have been great. They're funny guys, open. We've already started joking with each other. They're already trying to come up with some nicknames. I already got the vet treatment already, so I got to come up with some stuff for them by Friday. But yeah, it's a great group. I couldn't be more excited, especially be able to be coached by Coach Jay Rogers, with the guys he's been around. So, I'm just coming here with an open mind, ready to, learn as much as I can.
All right, so you mentioned it there. Let's get some insider information. What are some of the nicknames you've been thinking? What are some of the tasks that these veterans have going for you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna go into detail. Just know I gotta do some research on the state bird by Friday.
I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see that. Now, in practice, let's talk about the offensive line for a second. In practice, you'll be lining up against Matt Filer, Corey Lindsley, Brian Bulaga. We've already started to see some work with first-round pick Rashawn Slater. What will it mean to you to be able to go up against like that level of consistent competition every week just in practice before you even get to games on Sundays?
Yeah, being able to go against those guys that you mentioned is just going to only make Sundays easier because those are elite players and at their position. So iron sharpens iron. So being able to go against those guys in practice and not only that, but go outside of the football field, pick their mind of what they look for specifically, in the pass rush game plan against the defensive end. So being able to have that information, at the palm of my hand. Is only going to help me get better as well as, the rest of the guys going against them.
We're closing out our conversation with Chris Rumph. Again, Chris, thanks so much for joining us. We have a couple questions, then we're going to go to rapid fire. Have some fun here, put down the hot seat a bit. We've heard some rumblings about you quickly becoming one of the funnier personalities on the team. So tell us a bit about yourself outside of football. What are some of your passions, hobbies? Like, who is Chris Rumph?
Yeah, what you're getting right now is me. I'm real open. Like I said, I moved around a lot as a kid, so it helped, trying to be able to adapt to different people and coaches' environments. So, I'm open. What I like to do in my free time. I love to play video games. That's one of my outside of football. That's probably if I didn't play football, I definitely would be a professional gamer. So, that's something I really love to do. Nobody's beating me in FIFA, so whoever's watching this, hit me up on Twitter, whatever. We can run it. Chad Ochocinco, I'm definitely coming for you. I'm trying to get settled in the NFL right now. I'm definitely going to shoot you a tweet here pretty soon. But other than that, I'm a Southern boy. I love to fish. Netflix. I really, that's it. That's honestly about it. I'm an outdoorsman. And then, other than that, I love to play video games, watch Netflix. I'm a big anime fan as well.
There you go. Okay, so you and Joey got something in common with that one.
Really? Yeah, we do. I'm watching Seven Deadly Sins right now, so I'm trying to get caught up on that.
There we go. All right, let's put you on the hot seat here for some rapid fire questions. You ready?
Here we go.
All right, here we go. Favorite comfort food?
Spaghetti.
Aside from football, what's your favorite sport to play?
Ooh, favorite sport? It would either be, honestly, soccer or basketball.
Which one are you better at?
I'm an athlete. I'm elite in everything that I do. Actually, honestly, I forgot. I'm a very good skier. Yes, I would say that. I take that back. I'm a skier. Yeah,
okay.
Me and Lindsey Vaughn right there on the slopes together.
I would pay to see that. Okay, so on the flip side, what is something that you are absolutely terrible at?
Dancing. I'm not a good dancer, regardless of what people like to think.
So if we see like a pick six or a scoop and score, are we going to see a dance move from you?
Yeah, but you just know that week I was preparing for it. So if it looks good on Sunday, just know it took that whole week for it to look like that.
Oh, that's lovely. Okay, let's see. You mentioned Netflix before. What was the last show that you binge watched?
The last show I binge watched, it was Naruto. I know I'm late, but I binge watched Naruto. And also Snowfall. Snowfall was good too.
I have never actually heard of either of those, so I'm clearly late to the game.
Oh, man, come on!
I know.
You got some homework after this call.
Okay, all right, deal. I found out what I'm doing this weekend. Worst ice cream flavor?
Peanut butter. I'm allergic, so I gotta go with peanut butter.
Oh, peanut allergy is the worst.
Yeah, I know.
And then last one. What is the best sports franchise? And we can talk any sport, any country. Best sport franchise.
Any franchise LeBron's been a part of. So right now it'll be the Lakers. So hey, look, it works. LA, I'm in LA, he in LA. Shoot, there we go.
Okay. All right. You are off the hot seat. We are done with your rapid fire questions, Chris. This was a blast. Thank you so much. I know folks can follow you on Twitter at @ChrisR_II. I think you think you mentioned it before, you're a gamer. You're getting more into Twitch lately, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely getting into Twitch right now.
Have you talked to Austin Eckler? I know he's a big guy into Twitch as well.
I have not. I think the vets are just starting to roll in. So, once I get a chance, meet him, whatever, talk and see if we can set up, some Warzone or whatever, and have fun with that.
There you go. Stream that. Chris, Thank you so much for hopping on Chargers Unleashed. We had a blast. I'm so excited for you. Congratulations on the new contract. Can't wait to see you ball out. What are you going to be up to the next couple of weeks? Where can people find you?
Oh, my head is going to be in the playbook and taking care of my body, man. I'm trying to get a little head start, before training camp rolls around.
Awesome. Well, hey, thanks so much for joining the show. You are welcome anytime. You're a friend of the show. Congrats again, and we will talk to you soon, all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Thanks so much, Chris.
Yep.
Well, that's going to wrap things up with our show and special guest, Chris Rumph. Chris, thank you so much for joining. Always a pleasure. You are a friend of the show. Welcome anytime. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time on Chargers Unleashed. Again, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify. You name it, we're everywhere. Go ahead and subscribe. Give us a follow. Give us a review if you feel that we are worthy. And we will talk to you next time. Again, my name is Dan Wolkenstein. Jake Hefner, my co-host. You can find us on Twitter at Jake T. Hefner and at Chargers Homer. Again, we are Chargers Unleashed. Thank you so much, and we will talk to you on the next episode. Stay tuned.